Now, what I found interesting was that I was depressed and having also very high levels of anxiety, but the medication I was using, the typical sort of antidepressants and anti-anxiolytic drugs that you would use on on depression, wasn't really working, or they would work for 2, maybe 3 years if I was lucky, and then they would stop working. And then I would have to find a new antidepressant. Now, the antidepressants that did actually work for me for 2, maybe 3 years were SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. So I tried and played with some of the new fandangled modern antidepressants, and most of them they didn't work for me. They didn't make me feel good. They just didn't make me feel good. They made me feel weird. And so, what happened eventually was I ran out of SSRIs. So I went to the doctor, a doctor that my friend recommended to me that was pretty good at diagnostics. And she spent an hour with me, and she basically came to the conclusion, according to her, that she ran me through a whole bunch of tests, the whole usual Myers-Briggs type inventory stuff, the Rorschach ink blot tests, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And her conclusion was that I had bipolar 2. I wasn't depressed. I had been misdiagnosed. Now, what age was I then? I'm now 48. I was basically, I think, 41, when she told me that she reckoned I'd been diagnosed. And I had been diagnosed with depression and anxiety when I was basically 19. So that basically means that for 22 years of my life, I'd been misdiagnosed as depression, whereas I should have been diagnosed as having bipolar 2. Needless to say, the doctor put me on meds, the bipolar 2 type meds, and she told me, if this stuff works, you have bipolar 2. If this stuff doesn't work, you don't have bipolar 2. And that's like one of the number one ways to diagnose the illness.